What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at our Dutchess yard, and if you saw my TerraStar video last week, then you got a little sneak peek of this truck at the end of the video. But this is our new Peterbilt. Me and my father took a ride down to Delaware the other day and picked this thing up. This is a 2017. It is a 348. We got it out of Frederica, Delaware, from this David J. Austin guy. That's why his stickers are still on it. He was nice enough to let us use his plates and run it back home rather than having to figure something out. But he does like excavating and septic systems and stuff like that. So if you're in the area and you need something like that done, definitely reach out to him and maybe you guys can work out something. But this is a very nice truck. My dad must have been messing around with these hitch pieces. I know they were floating around in the truck, but they just get pinned in here in these pockets. We looked at them when we bought them. We are getting a plow mount for the front of this, so there will be a plow going on this. I don't know if we're going to throw a wing plow on here or not, but definitely a front plow for now. There is room right here for a rear wing post to slide across the frame. We'll just have to clean up some of those wires there. But overall, this is a very nice truck. This might be the nicest truck in our fleet now. Let me hop inside and see how many miles are on this thing. Hopefully the key is in it. Yep, key is in it. Oh, don't even need the key. So 15,499 miles. My dad drove this all the way home from Delaware. It was about a 4.5-hour ride, and he said this thing ran absolutely perfect. He is right there waiting for me to finish this up. We are going to take it for a quick little ride. I do have to pull the plates off later and mail them back down to that guy, but I'll show you around the cab in here real quick. It is super nice, very clean. And this truck was built by KMX Equipment out of Canada, so it's really a Canadian truck. And apparently these guys do, I think it's 200 trucks a year, so pretty unique. I don't have to get this fixed. Look at that, it's all torn up. Dad, you notice this? What? You notice this?
All beat up.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm getting in and out. No, I didn't
Maybe.
notice that.
It's weird. I wonder if that's catching it.
Yeah, the door is hitting it. Right?
Interesting. All right, you want to take it for a ride?
Yeah, let's go.
Dad, that one hitch piece in the bumper is locked in.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it out real quick.
You want me to pull it out?
Let me show you something real quick.
All right.
Well, I was fooling around with this before.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is that we would take that plow frame comes with a piece of angle iron with it. It goes like this and this, and you pin the back of it through it. I was thinking about making a box and dropping this, getting a longer pin and dropping it through it and doing that.
All right.
You know, on both of them, making a box that slides over this and pin it down through.
This is the hitch that I was at Hudson River about the other day, right? Yeah. Okay.
If you look at here on this photo, these hitches come with
You don't have the picture.
Yeah. The hitches come with a piece of angle iron on the back, and then the angle iron has 2 tabs on it, and the back of the hitch has a piece of 3/4 flat stock with a bunch of holes. So once you get it hooked on the axle, you lift it up and get it level, and then you put it through the closest pinhole.
Yeah.
And that hangs it, and that's what hangs it. But I got this to go in and lock. Remember the other day?
Yeah, we weren't sure how they locked in.
Yeah, so I got it to lock in, right?
Yeah.
So it goes in and you turn it and it locks. Right now it's locked.
Yeah.
But what I think we should do,
it really should have a pin through with a hole on this side.
We should take our drill and
make
drill
a
through
hole
there.
That way when it's locked, it can't back out.
Boom.
Because if this spins when we're driving,
Oh, it's gonna spin.
And it's
right?
gonna shake out, and next thing you know, we could drop the whole plow, the whole frame.
Exactly. We should be drilling that, put a big washer on it.
Yeah,
and
that's kind of crazy. They don't come with it.
Put a hairpin on it.
Yeah. Interesting.
I don't know what this is, Brent. It feels like it's cast iron.
Yeah. Interesting. Let's take a look at the inside of this dump body real quick. Pretty clean. Looks like he was just hauling dirt in here. But, Dad, how long is this dump body?
15.
15 foot. And you were saying this KMX company makes 200 of these a year?
Well, they don't. KMX is out of business, and now it's called Brant Trucking.
But they still do the same thing with...
They do 200 of these trucks a year. It seems like they're in the gas and oil pipeline business.
Okay.
And they make 200 of these trucks a year. They put them out into work in their industry, and they lease them, and then they bring them back in and sell them as lightly used trucks.
Oh, okay.
That did not happen with the guy we bought it from. He bought it brand new.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. So they drove it across Canada.
They drove it from Montreal.
Yeah, and he was wondering why the truck came with 3,000 miles on it as a brand new truck.
It was built in Montreal and then delivered to Saskatchewan to the dealership over there. And he's like, well, why did you do that? They didn't have a good answer
On why they shipped it. Why they didn't ship it.
Yeah. They put 3,600 miles on a truck.
What engine's in this?
This has got a PACCAR 350 horse in it. Allison 3000 rugged duty.
It's very clean, this whole dash setup.
Yeah, it's nice. For a plow truck, I actually would prefer that here.
The shifter?
So all night long you're not there.
Yeah,
I would prefer the shifter to be
because you're going forward, reverse, all the backing up.
Yeah, so Tony's gonna put another pedestal. He's gonna leave this all alone. He's gonna put another pedestal here with two dual axis 4-way controllers. And on that 4-way controller will be the sander control for spinner, auger, and liquid.
Yeah. These seats are really comfy.
Yeah. The truck is beautiful. The truck is sweet.
How did it ran fine? Everything coming up?
Ran beautiful. Well, we hustled up 75 miles an hour the whole way up to Delaware.
No complaints.
No, nothing.
This is probably the nicest truck we have now.
By far.
Yeah, right?
By far. I wanted to get a good... When I saw the truck, we got the truck for a good deal.
What was that beep?
The beep?
Yeah, it sounded like a radio or something. Sounded like a two-way.
Maybe my cell phone.
No, I don't... Oh, maybe. Does it do?
My cell phone. We got the truck for a really good deal. David was retiring.
Oh, he's retiring?
He's retiring.
Oh, I told everyone if they are in that area, reach out to him if they need work done.
Yeah, he's retiring. And
so scratch that, I guess.
He's had a good run. He had a lot of guys call, nobody showed up. He was impressed that I took time out of my day and drove all the way to Delaware. Yeah. We stopped, me and your mother headed to the house in the Carolinas, and we stopped on the way down. And I had a couple things to work out with to make sure that the truck would be able to be upfitted the way we needed. And once I got through that, I made him an offer.
Yeah.
He countered. I told him I couldn't go any higher because of the money I have to put in it. And he's like, you know what? I like you. Let's do it. And he did it. So it was good.
Yeah. So what's the plans for this winter? Just a front plow?
So the plans for this winter are, I got a 14-foot Henderson stainless steel slide-in spreader.
Yeah.
With a diesel pony motor on it. So
no central hydraulics.
No central hydraulics. We have to order everything. So and it's got to do it right. To get get on Force's list to build you the valve, to do everything. We want to have, Tony wants to have everything in a box and just put it together. So I've got a 14-foot spreader with a diesel pony motor, which is nice. You know, it's not typically what we run, but it'll get us through the winter. And then what'll happen is that I'll either do two things. I'll either put a Smith auger drive in it through the tailgate and use the body as the hopper, or we'll take the motor tray off of the Henderson and just use it as a regular, we'll hook it up to the central hydraulics and use it as a regular spreader. And then
the problem with sliding an auger in is there's a lot of salt that will never get out of there.
It never gets used.
The two sides will just
never
sit.
Gets used.
Yeah.
You have to know that going. We know that, we've used them for so long that you just have to, you gotta put a vibrator in.
Yeah.
This truck doesn't have a vibrator. You gotta put a vibrator in, and you know it's gonna honeycomb and it's gonna hang up, and you just have to vibrate it and then just keep yourself loaded. And consider.
But it is a massive dump body, so you fit a ton of salt in there.
Yeah. Well, I did not want a triaxle. I did not want the long wheelbase.
Because we're plowing stuff.
Not for plowing. I wanted the shorter. I wanted a 14-foot spreader. So the 15-foot box, it's got the doghouse for the lift piston on the dump body.
Oh, look at that tree fell down on the wire.
On the wire.
Wow.
So I knew I wanted that. I wanted a decent small footprint for plowing, so we can turn around in all the damn cul-de-sacs that we do.
Yep.
But I wanted to be able also is to have a big enough sander that if we've got a small event coming in, I can run into the shop, load myself up, and one or two loads I can salt the whole village myself.
Yeah. You do that in any of our other trucks, it's gonna be 10 loads.
Yeah. So, 10's a little, On a small truck, sure.
Yeah, my truck, probably 10 loads to do the whole
Forget it, yeah. And but that was the goal, and we have one good operator, you know, Paul. Paul's good. So I really want to build this truck for Paul. Paul's been with me a long time. And give him a nice truck to be comfortable. I eventually want to retire.
Well, it's a good thing it's not for you because you got 3 trucks already.
Yeah. Gotta figure out which one I want to use. I want to get back on my truck.
This runs really nice.
This is super nice. It's like driving a car.
Yeah.
I mean, we've no problem putting 30 hours in this truck.
Yeah.
You know, just. So I'm not a fan of them, but for the situation I'm in, we're gonna do a nice bumper to axle hitch, and I'm gonna run this truck this winter.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure nothing gets.
Well, there's not gonna be a wing on it this winter anyway.
No.
Yeah.
So I'm either gonna do an 11 or a 12-foot power angle. We'll go and see what we have in inventory, what I like on it weight-wise. We'll do it a couple different ways and see how the front end handles. It's got a 20,000-pound front end, so
should have no issues.
Have no problem.
Yeah.
But sometimes with the 12-footers, they're just too big for what we do.
It gets too tight on the roads.
Yeah, too tight, especially with cars coming by.
Yeah, and then there's also telephone poles right on the edge of the road.
Yeah.
Mailboxes, everything.
Our go-to in the village that me and you work in is 10-foot front plow with a 9-foot patrol wing.
Yeah.
That's ideal. It keeps you away from the trees, so when they're all full of ice and snow and they're not bashing the living daylights out of the side of the truck. Yeah, and it's also not too big that when you got oncoming traffic, they can get by.
Yeah. You're still clearing plenty of snow with that.
When I used to run the old 19, the Sterling tandem, which had a 20-foot body on it, I had a 12-foot front plow and I had an 8-foot patrol. People couldn't get by me.
Yeah, it's just too tight.
It was chaos. And it just wasn't worth it. I'd have to go into somebody's front lawn and edge over. It just wasn't worth it. So this truck will be a home run for that village.
Yeah.
And this truck, being that it was built by these guys, this truck has a Canadian winter package.
The cab.
-30. The cab has got 3 inches of extra foam in it. It's got dual block heaters.
You're never going to be cold in here.
Oil block heater. It's got everything. 3 instead of 2. Everything for cold weather work. And it's a good looking truck.
Yeah, it is very nice.
How's it your way?
Good this way.
Good?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm good now. Now there's someone coming this way.
Okay, tell me when you're good.
Yep. You got this one car here, and then you're good after it. Yep.
Well, like I was running after I got comfortable with the truck and we got going up 95. I set the cruise at 75. This thing didn't even skip a beat.
It doesn't have a governor set, you don't think?
No.
No.
Now it might up high, but
Higher than 75.
At one point, I looked down and we were doing 78, 79 miles an hour.
Well, our Chevys, I think they top out at 75.
70.
70. Yeah, and they will not go a mile per hour over that.
Oh my God, it's so annoying going down the thruway. And I don't know if that's a setting in the computer that we can change, but
yeah, but then you're probably messing with the warranties too.
Nowadays, those trucks have to do 75 miles an hour when you're going down the highway.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to do that when you're loaded.
Yeah, but empty.
When you're empty, you gotta go to keep up with traffic.
Especially in New York. Maybe not down south, but
this is just a nice running truck.
So are we going to use this year round?
Yeah. Yep.
Because a lot of our trucks we just use in the winter.
Yep.
But for like when we do an excavation project.
Well, listen, we do a second floor rip off.
Oh, the garbage? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a dumpster back there.
Yeah. Roof rip off if we need it, if we got a big roof rip off.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
I don't want to shit the whole thing up, but we've got to, use it in the construction side of it to make it worthwhile for ourselves.
Yeah.
But it's just a super, super nice running truck.
One thing I noticed, I don't think it only has like the cigarette style chargers. It doesn't have USB or even an outlet or anything like that.
Yeah, so I was looking at that on the drive home. I was looking at how I would set up my cell phone.
Yeah.
I was looking at one of them and get I have them in the office. You plug them in and there are 3 USBs.
Yeah.
So I want
a converter, basically.
Yeah, I want a converter. I want to get one for my cell phone.
You would think in a newer truck like this, it would have something that's like a USB spot.
I thought that in the side of one of these, I would screw a base for a cell phone. I don't want to screw up the dash.
Yeah. Well, your phone fits pretty nice in there.
Yeah, my phone fits in there nice. I just need to be able to. And again, I've got this here.
Yeah.
If I can come off with something, but again, maybe I get a cup holder one that comes up here.
Yeah.
But again, it's got to be over.
So
it's in front of this transmission. It's in front of the heat controls. These are the 2 things you're using the most in a snowstorm.
Yeah.
We're going to do the temporary, just a nice little easy up, down, left, right for the plow.
So what is the plow going to run off if there's no central hydraulics?
The plow's going to have a 12-volt
electric over hydraulic.
Electric over, yeah, it's actually power steering fluid.
Oh, wow.
We're going to bolt it right to the plow frame, right on the front. And we're going to go, keep the hoses nice and short. And then we're just going to run they sell the jumper cable extensions for if you want to put a jumper box on your truck, we're going to run that out to the front for the power. And then we're just going to plug it into it. And we're going to do a quick coupler for the plow control. It's just up and down, left and right.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple, real simple.
It's a nice little log cabin there.
Nice log. We actually have this already. We have this set up. It's coming out of truck 16. That's up at Wax having central hydraulics. So we've got everything.
We have that in the toolbox.
We've got it all. We'll fab up a bracket real quickly, bolt it right to the front. The only thing that we might have to change is if that's a horizontal tank on that pump, we're going to put it with a vertical tank with the fill vertically. But then, they're just poly tanks that go on with with a clamp.
It turns pretty good.
Oh. Yeah, it turns real nice. And again, creature comforts. I mean, Jesus, it's got 1,500 miles on it, 674 hours. And I would think with David, with his septic system, a lot of them are probably idle hours. I don't know what the ratio is when you do miles to hours.
How much diesel did it burn on the trip home?
3/8 of a tank.
And about 5 hours of driving.
Yeah, 5 hours. Yeah, and I was in the throttle.
Yeah. That's not bad.
No. So we're
Although there is 2 tanks on. How many gallons does this hold?
150, 75 each. But we're doing away with the passenger side tank.
Okay.
We're gonna do away with the passenger side tank. We're gonna slide the depth tank back, and that's where the ring bracket. We don't need, 150 gallons of fuel on board.
So then
our tank is
our gauge gonna read wrong then?
I don't know. I have to do that. Maybe it has to get reprogrammed in the ECM. I don't know.
Right, because it's reading off of 2 tanks right now.
Yeah, but I can take it to Peterbilt and have the ECM redone. Just have that end of it reflashed.
What is this thing?
That's the knob for the dash.
Oh, that's how you
Control
control
the information
Oh,
in the
interesting.
dash.
It's like a little circle.
Yeah, it's a little knob. It's a little. So I had it set for the RPMs. I was watching the RPMs.
Yeah.
But there's your trip economy. We're getting 7.5 miles, 7.7. Average was 6 miles per gallon. There's no warnings. 12 o'clock, I'm gonna reset the clock.
Yeah, that's not right.
Nothing. Trans temp. RPMs. I was leaving the RPMs on it the other day.
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I was running right around 1340 at 75 miles an hour. Truck was not working at all. All the temperatures stayed nice. Actually, once you put a little bit of weight in the back, it'll actually ride a little bit.
Probably smoother.
And it's not bouncing.
No. You feel it on the big bumps, but overall it's pretty smooth.
That noise, as soon as we took the tow hooks out of that,
Yeah, the
little box
clanging around.
Yeah, no more clanging. So that's the setup that we're going to do, Brian. We're going to do that with those tow hooks. They've got 14. It was on Peterbilt's website. 14,000 pounds of vertical lift on those tow hooks.
Those tow hooks too?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
14,000 pounds.
That's
right?
pretty impressive.
Yeah. I mean, we got the plow and the plow frame are just about 2,600 pounds.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Nothing. And so we'll do it, and again, I'll do it nice and neatly. I don't want to do any kind of fabrication on the front because I don't want. It's going to come right off as soon as I give this truck to Tony in May.
Yeah, that's all getting changed.
I told him he can keep it for 2 months. Pick at it today. Pick at it.
Yeah. You're good this way.
Good. We're going to do 4 lines out to the ass end. We're going to do 2 returns and 2 feeds. We're going to do all the valving will be remote. We ordered the 30-gallon stainless steel tank with the valve enclosure at the top of the tank. Everything will be electric. I'm not a fan of that. We're doing all of the cables back. We're back to old school in the new GM 6500s.
Yeah.
I just like them. And there's no nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about something going wrong and have to reboot shit.
There's an option for a sunroof on these?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this cab is used for a tractor. If you look at S-Days and all those delivery companies, LTL companies, and those trucks are all the same cab, the 348. So they have a fairing. Some of them have fairings.
I like these lights.
The lights are nice. Yeah, the other night when I
The whole thing clicks.
It's just a really nice driving truck. I can get with the laptop and put a special mode in there, and then set it up for, you have a special plow mode, and that it will never go above 3rd gear.
So that's what this mode button.
That's what that mode button is. Yeah. But sometimes that can turn into a $3,500 to $4,000 bill, because everybody that's an Allison automatic person thinks they're worth gold to plug the computer.
Well, maybe it's a new side gig you can get into.
Yeah. I'm side gigged out. I'll be doing pickleballs by side gig.
Yeah. All right, well, that is pretty much it. We're pulling back up our driveway now. This truck is just going to be sitting here until we get all the parts to throw the front plow on and get the sander in the bed. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.